And here on the main stage, we have Rene and Rob from Lean Management Institute in the Netherlands. And Rene is also one of the executive committee members of the Lean Global Network. So what he's going to do for the next half hour is going to talk to us about the activities that we do at the Lean Global Network. What is the Lean Global Network, what we stand for, and it's going to be an interesting one. Thank you so much, Rene, and I'll see you in half an hour.
Thank you, Roberto. Thank you. So welcome, everyone. We tend to forget to tell people what we do everywhere. So we're taking the time this coming half hour to tell you a bit more about the Lean Global Network and how you can participate with us. I have some questions to you as an audience. So please do use the question and answer button to also provide some feedback. But before that, I ask your time for something else, which is a bit sad. So maybe you know Freddie and Michael Ballet, father and son. Here you see a picture of Freddie Ballet, and unfortunately, at the age of 86, he passed away October 31st. And as the Lean Global Network, we have asked Dan Jones to say a couple of words on this remarkable man. So I'm going to show you a short video.
We all stand on the shoulders of those who have gone before. One of those giants was Freddie Ballet, who passed away on the 31st of October. He was one of the first in Europe to understand the full significance of the Toyota production system while he was working at Renault in the 1970s. He went to Japan to find senseis at Toyota to teach him, which continued, and he developed a very close relationship with them that continued during his annual pilgrimages to Japan ever since. He used this learning to build the Valeo production system. And early on in Europe, Toyota told me that only two suppliers in Europe really understood TPS, Freddie Ballet at Valeo and Peter Marks at Robert Bosch. Freddie went on to develop similar production systems at Sommer Alibert and Faurecia. One of the best things I've done in my life was to convince Jim Womack to publish the first Lean novels by Freddie Ballet and his son Michael. The Gold Mine, Lead with Respect, and the Lean Management showed the global audience the thinking and the behaviors that made the Lean system work. I first met Freddie at the supply chain workshop organized by McKinsey in Paris. And every time I met him after that, I came away with new insights into Lean. The learning continued as his wisdom infected the articles and books that Michael and I have worked on ever since, understanding the learning processes behind Lean. I can still hear his voice saying, keep your focus on the detail of the work and understand its significance for the customer and for the system as a whole. Thank you, Freddie, for your example and your inspiration. These wise words are as relevant today as Toyota is now not only developing the solid-state batteries, but is leading the way to develop the production system that can actually produce them in scale. Producing one of what will be one of the most important building blocks of the post-carbon era, together with their pioneering work on hydrogen.
Yeah, he was a remarkable man. So thanks, Freddie, for all the good things you've done. So, and then it's a bit of a jump to telling you all about the Lean Global Network, but we thank Freddie a lot. So welcome. I hope you enjoyed the past 22 and a half hours. It's been a lot of work for us, but we really enjoy doing all this stuff together. Here are some of the pictures you see where us in action. So one of the pictures is where we are all in front of a beautiful pool in the Canary Islands. So a lot of things to share. And again, we often forget to tell the great things we're doing. So I would like to take the opportunity to share this with you. Of course, many know that in 1997, LEI started in the US after publishing the book, first, The Machine That Changed the World, and in 1996, Lean Thinking. And in 1997, Jim decided to set up the Lean Enterprise Institute. And in a couple of years, also, Institute started in Brazil in 98, in the UK, Turkey, and in the Netherlands. So I was also early on engaged. And in 2007, Jim and Dan said, okay, this is just not just a loose network, but let's create the Lean Global Network as a not-for-profit or mission-driven organization. So we're not there to make a lot of money, but it's really about, can we spread this knowledge and practice throughout the world and help people and organizations. In 2015, we decided to grow from 16, and we said, let's make it a bit easier for organizations to enter our network. And that is what we came up with, the tiered structure. In 2017, we gave a bit more guidance and said that we really want to be a sharing collaborative network. So not a multinational, but really a network where we share, but also work together, both in developmental groups, for instance. So we have a developmental group on construction, on healthcare, on services, and many more. So where we really work together as individual institutes. And this year, already for the third time, we organized this Lean Global Network event, this Lean Global Connection, with over 6,000 people present or registered, and over 4,000, I think, but we'll give the exact numbers from our team in the last half hour of this event. So yeah, happy that we can in this way help you. Well, these are the currently 26 areas where we are, so quite a number but still a lot of countries we're not covered yet. So we're happy to expand. So please reach out to us. You can send us an email, info@leaninstitute.nl or info@leanglobal.org, where you can get connected to one of the EC members, and we'll discuss with you what are the possibilities and what do we require, and so on. So feel free to reach out to us, because we are looking to expand our network of affiliates. So what do we want to do? So what are our the 5 key things that Dan gave us? What we want to help with is provide more fulfilling work with ongoing personal development. So this is really developing people, so they can also realize and create more value, not just for themselves, for their societies, for their companies, and so on. So, and the third one is also becoming more and more important. This is about minimizing resource utilization and environmental impact. So this is really the sustainability challenge that we all face. Fourth one, improve organizational performance. And the last one, improve quality of life for not just individuals, but society as a whole. And that's also cool. I'm very proud of the Brazilian team, who has over the last couple of years has been helping more than 6,000 SMEs in Brazil. So small companies to use the power of Lean to improve not just the organization, but also quality of life. Or in Catalonia, where the Spanish team has been working with the entire healthcare system, and they were on TV like on a weekly basis with improvements. So it's not just nice words. This is really what we are doing throughout the world, and these are just 2 examples. There's many more things that we can talk about. What we do, there are 3 key outcomes driving every action. It's about learning, it's about educating, and sharing. So learning, on the Gemba, we really try to do research. We do pro bono projects in several countries. and also co-learning projects together with the clients. So we really want to learn how can we solve these things. If you saw the IKEA story was, for instance, an example of a co-learning project where we have been helping them for the last 5 years, really doing this lean stuff themselves as much as possible with a bit of help. But that is what we do with Learn, Educate, in company training, public workshops, learning tours, and sharing via summits, partnerships, but also content development, Planet Lean. So I'll show you a bit of more of this, what we do. Most of you have probably saw the Planet Lean website. We have over 1,000 articles already, mostly written by our dear Roberto Priolo. So you can reach Priolo at leaninstitute.nl. So if you think you have an interesting case to share, he's happy to interview you, write an article, you can check, and then it gets posted on Planet Lean. We are over 300,000 visitors, unique visitors, so that's a good way to share. But also, if you want to inspire other people within your organization, it's also a brilliant place to go, like a database of cases told by the practitioners themselves. So this was also the reason why 10 years ago I took the initiative on the question of Dan Jones, who said, why don't we do this? And I said, okay, let's do this. Not just to have more cases available, but also help people in writing their stories, because some of these stories are so brilliant and it's hard to find them. Not everyone reads books or has the time to write a book. So this is really, any case is about 1,000 to 1,500 words. So a great way. So for instance, if you're in a hospital, there's more than 60 hospital cases present. So you can get a lot of inspiration there. So again, feel free to contact Roberto via Priolo at leaninstitute.nl. And we also publish books, and I'm quite happy to say that we are just publishing our latest, which is Upgrade. And Upgrade is the book that is written by a group of people: Oriol Catricasas, Roberto Lalis, and Cristina Foncoberta, who have written this book on hospitality excellence. So it's with hotels, cafes, restaurants, spas, shops, all these types of cases are in the Upgrade book. So that is our newest book. So I just saw the first version, so that's going to be available soon. But there's also other books. So and the question we have for you, and that is the question I have. So please, if you like, tell us, what type of books would you like us to write next? So what type of books would you like us to write next? Would it be workbooks? Would it be books in specific industries? Maybe you can take a couple of seconds and think, what type of books would you like us to write? And please feel free to let us know, either by the question and answer, but it could also be via email. Just feel free to reach out. We're always interested to learn what you are looking forward in books. And these books here are Toyota Way of Dantotsu, Radical Quality Improvement. Is quite a good book. I think Sergio Caldarina yesterday in his dojo presentation also shared some in this book is a lot written on the training of people and how that is done by Toyota. So quite good stuff in this book. Welcome Problems, Find Success by Nate Furuta. Nate was the HR guy responsible when Toyota and GM started the Numi factory, the collaboration, the joint venture in the US, when they set up a shop. And it's quite an interesting story to read, what was necessary, how they dealt with people, with also with the Works Council and so on. And another book I really like is the book on by Sharon Visser. Sharon wrote this book, brilliant small examples about all kinds of small improvements people can do. And it's quite amazing. So I love these books, and I hope you really take the time. Pick up some books. It's a really cheap way to get inspiration and get good ideas. So feel free to reach out and buy them. Events, well, there's lots of events, of course. You are now participating in the Lean Global Connection, but we also have visits, summits, and this summit today in Turkey. Today and tomorrow we'll have a live summit in Turkey. In the US, we'll have another one in March, and in the UK in April. I just saw that Jim Womack will be in the UK on this summit, so there's lots of stuff going on. If you want to see an overview of events somewhere in your area, feel free to go to planetlean.com, planetlean.com events, and there you will find the events that are coming up. But we also have some local things like Friends Day here in the Netherlands, where we invite our professional friends that can come together for a day. Same in other countries. We organize Lean Days within organizations. So if you want to run a Lean Day, for instance, with some activities, some Gemba walks, maybe a quiz, this is things we do. So feel free to reach out. We don't just organize these things ourselves, but also can help you to organize something within your organization, if you like, or in your country where you think, well, we would be happy to organize something together with you guys. We've got good people that can do this in a professional way. So feel free to reach out. And of course, lots of education going on, from public workshops, working group-based workshops, for instance, Lean Construction, that recently did a fully online construction workshop from 7 countries. We have a Lean Practitioner program for the last 12 years that we are running on different universities, but also in companies and within the institutes. Lots of in-company educational programs we run on tailor-made and also self-paced learning, for instance, at the UK and the USA and Brazil. There's many sources available. And finally, we also run study tours, for instance, in the US, but also in Europe, Japan. So if you want to learn more, you can reach out, and we can, we're happy to talk to you to show. And one of the things we also do together, but also with clients, is a Yishuken activity, which is a week-long event with a focus on learning and rapid improvement. It's sort of a Kaizen event, but then the focus is not just on improvement, but also on learning together. So I'll show you a short video of what this looks like.
Previously, we should put more work orders on one pallet in case that work order contain less amount of boxes. So now the main rule is that one pallet, one work order, even if it's only one box. That is causing some challenges now for the warehouse because they are using much more pallets. Also in the buffers you can see a lot of pallets with one boxes. But on the other side, mostly in preparation and also in packaging, it's more visible.
This is just a takeout of a 10-minute video that you can find on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. So if you're interested to learn more about these Yishuken activities, feel free to go to our YouTube channel and search for Yishuken. This is what also do to engage people from our different institutes. And as you see, within a couple of days, some amazing results, but we also find it quite fun to learn together. And here's an overview of some of our colleagues. So throughout the world, we're quite proud that we have over 26 regions involved in the activities. So there's a lot of translations, for instance, of books. So we try to have as much as possible available for local countries, local languages. So I hope that is helpful for you. So if you have any questions, feel free to email our head of communications, Roberto Priolo, who's also taking care of Planet Lean, and you just saw him as one of the hosts. So Priolo at Lean Institute, or feel free to reach out to me, Rene at arnouds@leaninstitute.nl. We're happy to help and happy to tell you what you can do and so on. So on behalf of all my colleagues in the executive committee, Oriol, Josh, Cevdet, Roberto, and Chris, happy to host you in this event. So let's see if we have any questions and answers from you.
No, but we did have some suggestions for books under answered, right?
Yeah.
So there was an
So one of the ideas was lean transformation within banks and insurance company. Yeah, that's a good one. We've seen a lot of requests from banks and insurance companies. We do have some work done in the daily management book that was published in Brazil that we're currently translating. They also did a lot of work in banks. That's certainly a good one. Then Taiwo Huju, it would be interesting to see books of lean in rural environment or in primary production. I'm doing my dissertation work at this moment. This area at the moment concentrating lean in greenhouse production. Okay, that's interesting. Rural environment, so yeah, things like agricultural areas and so on. So there are some articles on Planet Lean, but it's nice idea. Thank you very much. Then Carlos Enrique Fernandez Reategui, you asked me a question, but I don't speak Spanish.
But there is another suggestion for lean in retail omnichannel, Rene.
In retail omnichannel.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. That's also a nice one. So some good ideas, good questions, ideas for books, but we'll take that into consideration. Thanks very much. Any other questions, feel free to answer them. Otherwise, we'll just see if...
We did have under opening some new incoming mail. So there's also a book idea of working in AI.
Yeah, the way of working in the AI era. Yeah, that's a good one. That's going to be very important. We're already working together with the people from Kenda, for instance, to see how AI can be used in improvement. But it's
hello,
René. Hey, Christopher.
We can help you with the translation. I have here Priolo.
That's right. Hold on, I need to get closer. I'm sorry. In your organization, how to introduce lean in organizations that are lazy or that not accepting change from the perspective of the employee who wants that change. So we're talking about...
That's an important...
Yeah, how to it's an important one, and it's a problem that many people have.
Yeah, absolutely. And then there was another one in Openen. Libro Guerrilla Lean en tu organización, cómo introducir Lean en organización. Oh, that was this question. Yeah, I get it. Okay.
No, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
And then congratulations, Guy. Lean is a route without turn back and an incredible opportunity to grow up your operational excellence. Rafael from Brazil. Thanks, Rafael Suarez. Appreciate it. So, Christopher, anything to add? From and Roberto, same thing. I was just promoting everything you do, Roberto. And Chris, a big thank you to
I heard
things you've done. Man,
thank you very much.
People don't realize how much work
we think that it's a very you know, putting together the content for this conference, putting together content for Planet Lean. The reason we do that is because we really, you know, we do it all. It's all free for people to enjoy, and the reason for that is because that we have a mission as a network to share with the world information and knowledge about lean thinking, so that we can help lean to reach more and more people and have a bigger impact in the world. And that's why we're doing all of this. And if anyone wants to share their story, they can always, you know, reach me on the email that Renee showed, or they can reach me on LinkedIn. I'm always on the lookout for content. Of course, in the last few weeks, it's been harder to produce content because we were working on this event. But normally we have 2 articles per week on Planet Lean.
Yeah, you were a bit busy, right?
So, of course, always happy to help.
Yeah, super. No, I really liked. We were all in Brazil earlier this year in June. One of the biggest events I've been to in life. I mean, this event is big, but 1,500 people in one place live was amazing. So brilliant opportunity to see and hear all these cases. And it was a pleasure to be back in Brazil after all these years. So job well done, Chris.
Thank you, René. But again, it's all about the teamwork and everybody that is engaged and the whole community that we also have here in Brazil. I think that's something very important to point out. And again, you brought up one of the aspects about the Lean Global Network. We are looking for more members. We want more institutes to be generated. So we know there are still a lot of countries that would benefit from a Lean Institute in their local region. So please reach out to us from the executive committee. We can help you build your own community, your local community. So we can use the lessons we learned from the previous institutes and how they were built up. And from there, we can adapt and obviously learn together and adjust for your reality in your community. But that's about creating this Lean Global Network and how to make and expand all these learnings we've had.
Great. Well, thanks so much.
Thank you. I think we can start announcing the next sessions in a few seconds. Anyway, I want to say we appreciate your time, Renee, put this together, the presentation and sharing the work we all do. And I guess we don't talk about it enough. So thank you for taking the time to share with the attendees what we do on a daily basis.
I think we're not the best marketeers, but I hope people see that we love what we do. We love to spread this lean thinking in practice. So appreciate all your time and all the efforts. And participants, thanks. We really appreciate you taking the time in your busy schedules to participate here. So thanks. See you later.
Thank you, René. Thank you, Rob.